What up YouTube? Welcome back to another vlog ski. I hope y'all had a fun, safe, and enjoyable holiday. Before we dive into this week's episode, which of course I know is a bit late, I just want to thank y'all for the continuous support. As I've mentioned in the previous vlog, your boy's on a mission to compete as much as possible in this new year. So last week, right before the holidays, I actually decided to compete once again. This jam was held in Guma, which is a 3-hour train ride from where I'm currently living. Fun fact, Guma is actually the prefecture where Initial D is based at. If you know, you know. I wasn't really sure what to expect or what the turnout might have been, but regardless, I still wanted to test my rounds, especially the newer material that I've been working on since I've been living in Japan. Some people might hate or even question why I'm even competing at some of these smaller, more local events. And to me, it's about growth and personal development. Because even top-tier comedians who perform in stadiums, even they test their new material at smaller, more intimate clubs. And I never want to hinder my own growth because of what someone might think or say. I also never think I'm too good to lose, especially in a place like Japan where the level is insanely high. You can lose to someone you never heard of. This is me speaking from experience. And of course, if you're only choosing battles that you think you can win, then that might be a bigger problem in itself. But yeah, the battle in itself is an art and it's something that you actually need to practice. Getting a vote or winning the battle doesn't necessarily mean you're improving. It's good to know that you can execute some of your bigger, more dynamic movements even under the slightest pressure. In the top 8, I actually battled my friend Boyd, which was actually a great learning experience for myself. It made me realize that the round that I did against him wasn't actually as strong as I thought, and it actually needs some extra work.
Okay, let's go, Boyd! Amillzing vs. ボイド、勝ったのは3、2、1、ジャッジ。
But yeah, without boring y'all to death by posting every single battle, I decided to just make a short compilation of some of my rounds at the Take It Easy Volume 4. This is Later today, I will be meeting Boyd at practice, so maybe we can get some of his thoughts and insights of the event that happened last weekend. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into this week's episode. Alright Boyd, so it's been about a week since we've battled each other in Guma.
Yep.
What are your thoughts about, I guess, the battle as a whole, your experience?
It's a good battle. I feel like it was a learning experience for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what did you learn specifically?
Do you want to be like pretty breaking oriented?
Yeah, this
Or,
would be
like,
pretty breaking oriented. Anything,
Okay.
anything you feel.
I think personally for myself, I feel like there's some points I can have more focus before I go out to the dance. In one aspect, that's the top rock. I felt like I had an issue where I didn't quite like the music as much, and I'm a kind of a dancer that's very like, I try to get like a feeling for like the vibes, which is usually dictated by the music and also the environment. And I think I'm pretty dependent on that. And that's actually one area that I think I need to overcome in order to get to a point where I'm more comfortable. And usually that happens from the top rock. And I feel like my top rock was not like, it didn't feel good. And
That's what you're saying.
yeah, and because it started off not feeling good, I didn't feel good for my other moves that followed after that.
Okay.
So that's like one point. I did some moves that I shouldn't have done because I haven't been practicing for like a couple months. And for some reason I decided on the spot. I do this sometimes at battles where I'm like, what if I just do this move? I don't know why I think that. Maybe because like I felt pressure or something. I don't know. I did feel kind of nervous, maybe, even though it was like a smaller battle.
Yeah. So I was telling the vlog like earlier when I was filming at home. It's like a battle is actually so different from practice, and even if it's a big jam, small jam, you still feel that like added pressure, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, battling is like an art in itself, and that actually needs practice in itself, like battling.
Yeah.
So,
Although I felt more pressure in the prelims than battling you. Probably because we're friends, you know. I was like,
maybe that could be.
but it was just funny. It was like funny, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun to battle a friend in a way as well.
Yeah. I mean, also the other thing too is like it was random, so we actually spun a wheel on an app, so we ended up battling each other in top 8. I mean, it's fair. It just kind of so happened that it happened like that.
Yeah. If you want to battle a friend, usually you want to be like in the finals, you know.
Yeah. And I remember jokingly we were saying too, like before we battled, you're like the winner gets both the trophies because he's also the champion of Half One Volume 3, if you remember.
You know, that wasn't, you know, that's if we battled in the finals. We battled top 8. So.
Alright. You can keep your trophy.
You know, I still need it on my stand. I need to decorate it somehow.
That's not it. Maybe aside from breaking, did you learn anything else? Anything you want to add?
It was a nice trip actually. We went out to Gunma. It was like my first time out there. It was like it was a adventure in a way to get out there.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2.5 for you or something. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, 2.5 around.
Yeah.
And we transferred stations multiple times, and like in areas that I didn't quite know, had to ask the station attendants for like directions and stuff. Because like the further you get out from Japan, like things don't work as you expect them to work in Tokyo. Like certain machines for tickets and stuff like that. And they have like a weird way about doing it. It's like, oh, exit the station, and then you gotta get a ticket and come back in.
Yeah. And the way they even like scan the ticket was like they punched it with like a hole puncher to kind of like.
Yeah, it was like old school, but
super old school.
But they had like the electric beeping machine, but then there was still a guy that had to come out and stamp your thing.
Which made no sense.
What's going on?
Yeah. The other thing too is that like taking the trains, I guess a little bit further up from Tokyo, they only had 2 carts, which was like kind of a surprise for myself. I'll insert the picture here, a picture of Boyd, and yeah, it was really cool. I guess because it is more local, they have the creative freedom to just decorate the trains as they wish. So they have like a bunch of plush toys. They also like drew pictures on the windows, which I found pretty cute. It was almost like we entered like a magical world, to say the least.
Yeah. The further you get off from the city, you see things that are like pretty different and pretty cool. So definitely it's worth it to go out there and experience something.
Yeah, I agree. Will I go back to Guma? I don't know unless there's like another competition.
What was the highlight? What was the highlight?
The highlight was probably actually the train ride. I thought that was actually pretty cool. And then the coffee shop. We visited a coffee shop, and I didn't really film too much, but I'll insert a little
Super cool people.
clip there. I got some Ethiopian beans because you already know it wouldn't be a vlog without coffee. And it was great. It was awesome. We finished it within the first week we got it. So
Nice.
yeah.
It was a good trip overall. It made me think like, oh, it's actually not bad to go a bit out of my way to like jams like that. Because usually I felt like, well, you had to do like an actual trip to go out to like, go to Okinawa or something, you know. But like going to these other jams outside of Tokyo takes some time to get out there. But it was actually fun just going out there itself too. So it made me a bit more open to go out to those places. So.
Anything else you want to add?
Next time's not going to be as easy. You know, see what.
All right. Guess that's it. We're gonna practice now.
Beef tongue version, and then large rice, no topping, confirmed. And then you can pick one. Same thing?
Yeah.
Alright. No topping. Close. And then order. Is it?
Click both at the same time.
Yeah. Hold it. Now there's fire.
Sick.
Yeah, now there's fire in there. Sumimasen.
Serious here.
Little time lapse.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Serious here. This is that.
What up, YouTube? I'm here with my boy Joey Chaotic once again here in Tokyo. So yeah, Joey, give them a fit check.
Well,
Let the people know.
today is some light. You know?
Some light.
We got a sample jacket, one of one in the world. Can't talk about it yet. And I wanted to add some dynamic because I feel like it's a little too light. So I have subtle, like, you know, jewelries. You got Casile G-Shock right here.
Wow.
And then I utilize my camera strap. So I have a GR3 on me now, or my film camera on me 24/7. And the
Hey.
strap is really tough. So like I let my gloves hang for a little kind of flowiness to my fit. Got a Gorilla Group pants,
Yep.
kind of flare out with a Mizuno Prophecy LS or LC, one of them.
Dude, those are tough.
Yeah. I like the bottom. You know, like they look through. You can look through them.
Yeah.
So
Super sick.
that's my fit. Some light, some nice.
You gotta tell the people, like, where can they find your photography page?
91256.raw. Usually that's where I, you know, take my pictures.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah.
All right. You gotta finish it off with the bandana. That's a signature Joey Chaotic look right here.
Kind of.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. $1 store from the gas station from America.
Yep.
Usually I got the red sunglasses on top. Those are $2 on night market from Vietnam, but you know, just became a staple. Never take them off. Always have them on.
Hey. All right, so Joey and I just had yakiniku. Right now we are headed into a store. I actually have no idea what it is. Joey's also very big on Pokemon cards, so I'm assuming it might be some Pokemon stuff, possibly. Not at all.
So basically, this is one of the many. This is a bigger chain called Mandarake, and they carry many vintage stuff.
Okay.
And the stuff that you probably can't even find on the internet.
Wow.
A very nostalgic. A lot of as you can see, the entrance itself is already crazy. Like if you scoop back and look up,
Yep.
you know, it looks like we're going into a steampunk world with chains and shit. Crazy, right? So you walk down these steps, you don't even know where the hell you're going. But if you know the name Mandarake is a big, you know, they buy stuff from people and then they resell it back.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. And then sometimes they post ads, you know, to see what kind of stuff they're buying heavy. So there's a lot of cool shit, you know, vintage books, manga, set series. You can even find Shonen Jump. Okay, you can even find Shonen Jump comics from 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, and you can even find, you know, a lot of people read this whole as like, dude, we're like on floor.
Dude, that's crazy. I didn't expect us to go like
we're
so down.
We're so deep, and as you can see, like the light is tripping me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is I'm gonna tell you right now, this is my first time at this location.
Okay, sick.
Yeah,
We're gonna
my first time
experience it
at
together.
this location. So as you can see, like DC Universe unopened, and then it's like 5,000 yen. And look at, check this one out. Star Wars, 150k yen.
Wow.
You don't even know like where that came from and how many of that in the world there are left. The Japanese, they like to care for their stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
they take really good care of their stuff. So the secondhand stuff in Japan is probably brand new for us in the US.
Yeah, it's like practically new.
Yeah, of course they would put like the Pokemon stuff in the front because right now it's super popular, dude. There's some BL stuff. Right. This is from 2016 and it's $14,000. I am assuming this is the very first Shonen Jump that's featuring when Demon Slayer is out. I'm not sure. It could be. It could be. It could be. Because I can't. Yeah, it's probably like the very first Shonen Jump, like the beginning. So people that buy Shonen Jump on a monthly basis, you can start. That's like the very first one, you know. And it's also really mint condition. It's like if you're like a Demon Slayer fan, perfect gift. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they're mini discs, mini CDs.
I've never seen that before.
They're smaller than a normal CD.
Yeah.
And then they're super rare. Like now they're super rare. You have like a Detective Conan one. Yeah, they're like CD and then they're mini CDs. Basically, I want to examine this particular card that I saw. It's an American version. It's called Shadow. It's a shadowless matchup. But what shadowless is, it's like the very first American badge, and it's on top of that, it's also first edition. So I have to check. Hi,
Wow,
Check.
dude, I remember this card.
yeah, I have to check the condition. Hi, ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
ピクチュウはチェックでお願いします。
はい、大丈夫です。
はい、ありがとうございます。Okay, ありがとうございます。
はい。
So usually when you buy cards raw, it's a gamble, right? So this is about $13 US if you just buy a single, but like it doesn't, you don't know the condition. The condition very well, but if you look at this card closer, the whole image is shifted upwards. The bottom yellow is a lot more higher, so which means that the entire print is slightly shifted upwards. So this alone, if I were to buy it for 1,300 yen, which is still pretty cheap,
Yeah.
right, 3,500 yen, like $22. But if I were to send it in to get it graded, I probably won't be up, you know,
Yeah.
like make my money back. And in terms of that fat Pikachu, it's 30,000 yen. The reason why is because it's a no rarity. So what a no rarity is, it's the very first batch of Pokemon cards that ever came out. some of these cards you see on the bottom right hand corner, you see a circle, star, or a triangle. Like for example, this one has none. This one, that Pikachu has none. So it's like the very first badge. And also Pikachu is very popular. Right?
Wow, no way.
So without graded, that's already 30,000 yen. However, you see the image is shifted to the bottom left-hand corner instead of very nicely centered. So if I were to send that in to get it graded, I probably will not be making my money back as well.
And how much does it cost to get like a card graded?
PSA, I haven't done that myself yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would love to do it soon. That's like pretty much for collectors or Pokemon card collectors. That would be probably the end game goal.
Do you know how much it costs to get a card graded? Or does it depend on the card?
I think it depends.
Oh,
yeah. You need to make sure that the card is mint.
True.
No damage
Yeah.
in any corner, no paint off, no touch, nothing. Yeah. But this whole row here, everything here in English is shadowless, which is actually very rare. But it's such a small selection.
Yeah.
I wish there was more.
Sick.
Yeah.
I myself don't collect anything in particular, but I can respect and admire those who really take the time to search and research the things that they want as collector items. I think it's dope to just honestly have a passion for something, even if that's like collecting rocks. I think that's pretty cool, especially if you're like
Basically,
knowledgeable about it, you know?
Basically, I am restarted when it comes to collecting things.
What is like your most prize, your grail?
Oh, I pulled 3 Master Ball Pikachu in 1 month, which is like, if you were to buy it, it's about 30,000 yen each. In 1 month.
you
Yeah.
have 3 of them.
I got 3. It's insane. Yeah.
Are you gonna sell them?
No, I'm keeping it myself. I don't want to be a part of the reselling
Culture.
type. Yeah. You know.
So you pulled it and you want to keep it for yourself pretty much.
Because that's like, dude, it happened on stream and it means so much to me.
What up, y'all? Ami and I just finished a 3-hour session. We are starving, so we're about to grab some food. Crazy story, but I was actually training for a battle that I thought was gonna happen in 2 weeks from now. And I was training, going, and then I realized just yesterday, my dumbass didn't read the description, and the battle is actually for under 22 students, which obviously I don't qualify for. Just thought I'd share that because, yeah, it's such a crazy mind shift when you have a goal or something you're working towards. The way you train, the way you think, eat, sleep, everything just changes. I think it's actually really important to have goals, whether they're big or small. It really changes the way you approach life in general. When you have goals, everything you do is directed to that one thing. And have goals, y'all. Yeah, we're about to head out. Ami copied my fit today. We're both wearing denim and orange socks. Come. Yeah. We're still deciding where we want to eat. We are starving, which explains my lack of energy right now. Also, I wanted to mention that I know I didn't really vlog right after the holidays, and that's only because I don't think there was really much going on other than a lot of drinking. I was training a lot still, but I was drinking, and I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't really do much, so that's kind of why I wasn't vlogging, or there wasn't a vlog immediately after the Christmas vlog that I did post 2 weeks ago. It happens. Decided to eat Mexican food. We are at a way fancier spot than I had expected. We don't have much time to eat here, but I'm looking forward to it. The place here is beautiful. It's also at the top of a roof. This is the name of the spot. I want to check out the outside. There's like a fire pit, and the Tokyo Tower is also here. Oh, sugoi!